Good morning, friends. This is Dr. Nandini Sharma, Associate Professor, Biyani Girls College. Welcome you all on behalf of Guru KPU. Let us talk about the contract. Before talking about the contract, let us see what is agreement, because as we all know that contract is a upgraded situation of agreement. What is agreement? Agreement is a mutual understanding between two or more persons, and when agreement became enforceable by law, it turned into the contract. As we all know that in India there is a Contract Act 1872. It was implemented in 18th century 72, and later on there are amended lots of rules and regulations in the Act. When two or more persons are agreed to work on some conditions, then they combined into some contract, and which have some features as pluralities of parties. First, as we all know, contract cannot be made in one or two person. There must be more than two or three persons, more than one person to make the contract. The second one is agreement. So yeah, there is a agreement between the two parties. As we all know that if the two parties are working together, there must be some agreement, whether it is proposed, where it is expressed or implied. As agreement means the one person is proposing, the other one is accepting. This is a formula, this is a proper situation, proper method of making the agreement, that one person is proposing about the agreement, the other one is accepting. It is an agreement. So next is intention to create legal relation. If we are talking about some law, so it is very much necessary that it should be create legal relation between the other partners. Next is contractual capacity. Yeah, it is very much important. If we are talking about the contract, it is necessary that all partners must have the contractual ability. It means they must be major, they must be sound, they must be with sound mental status and not be declared guilty in any law of the state of the country. Next is free consent. It is we all know if we are anywhere, if we are talking about the law, there must be a free word. If we are living in a free country, there must be free consent of the parties who are working under the Contract Act. There must be not any coercion or any type of undue influence on the partners. Next is consideration. Consideration means if the partners are working, there must be consideration. Without consideration, the contract is invalid. It means if the two persons are working, there must be consideration. The consideration may be in the form of money or in the other form. Next is lawful objective. They must be working on the lawful objective which is valid under the Act of Indian Constitution. Next is possibility of performance. The work on which they are working must be possible to perform. Next is certainty of meaning. As we all know that some companies are formed and working on some issues. Even the issues they are working, the meaning of the issues are not clear. So it is very much necessary in the contract that the meaning of the work of the company, of the contract should be properly clear. Next is compliance of legal formalities. If we are talking about the law, if we are talking about the Contract Act, it is very much necessary that the legal formalities must be fulfilled properly. So this is a contract. As we all know that in 1872 when the Contract Act was made, there are very few guidelines, but later on they are changing and they are amending continuously. So these are the very few characteristics. There are so many other characteristics which has to be discussed, but till today this is enough, and thank you and thank you. For more details visit to gurukpu.com.